Yo, yo, Calazar, yo, Carol. How's it going? How's it going? Just a moment, eh? Am I playing any music at all? Oh, there we go. How's your weekend treating you? Also, let me give you a shout out. It's been a while. Do I still remember how to give shout outs? Let me see. That didn't work. What happened? Oh no, hang on, hang on. Oh no. Come on. Things are broken. Oh, just not qualifying as a game dev? Nah, that's not what I mean, I just think that that finishing a game is so difficult for all of us who attempts to make games that there should be a distinction that for people who actually manage to finish things. So I'm waiting for you to finish yours. Just a moment. What happened to my cloudboard? What happened to my cloudboard? Oh, it's not. It's turned off for some reason. It's weird. Oh, you released a game on itch like 2 days ago? That makes you a developer. Ta-da! Hang on, let me try the shout out again, eh? Okay, I think it's working now. Yep. Did you share your what you released though? Like you should share with us. Just a moment, let me drop into the server. It's 3 now, so oh, we have one more guest joining us today. Han is joining us today. The game is originally from a year and a half ago, but it's released. Right. Right, actually you have released quite a few games, right? That fishing game, that skeleton game where you fall. I just keep falling. I remember those. Let me see. Gotta catch them. Oh wait, I have played this, right? This is the one. I mean, you showed it on stream. You showed it during a dev chat. Very nice.
Chinykian.
Yo, John.
Yo.
How's everything?
I'm alive.
Are you recovering from the trauma?
Almost got into a car accident. Huh.
What were your thoughts when that happened?
Oh wow, I was super shaky.
Super shaky. My goodness.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine, man. Yeah. Like, I guess that's I guess that's why I'm so scared of being behind the wheels. Have I mentioned how I failed my driving test in the military driving test like 6 times? It's funny.
You don't even know up from down.
Yeah. No, but like I'm not like technically terrible at driving a car, but the moment it's a driving test, right? It's a driver's test. The moment it's a test, and there's this grumpy face sitting beside me. I start panicking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Han is here. Han, hello Han. You're welcome to join us in the chat.
Yeah. Come on in.
Come on in. Carlos asks, is it hard to add APIs like Steam integration? If it's already provided, if you're, I'm assuming you're talking about GameMaker, right? If the extension is already provided, then it's not hard. But if you're writing your own extension, then it's a bit troublesome. Yeah, it's a little bit troublesome.
Hello.
Hello. Han?
Yes, Han.
Hello. Can you tell
Hello.
us a bit about yourself?
Okay, about myself.
Yeah.
Currently I'm working as a data engineer, and I graduated from uni last year. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's another young one, John.
Oh no.
Another young one.
Oh no,
Last
making
year.
us feel old.
Yeah. Damn. It's making us feel old. Right. So you are a web developer, right?
Yeah. Currently it's web development related.
Nice. So like John then. John, you're a web dev also, right?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess.
Although you're more on the back end.
Yeah.
Right. Where's Devious? Devious is not coming. Okay, maybe we'll talk about how how we should do this thing. Oh, before that, right, let me just lower the music volume. I'm sorry. So I cannot hear myself. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry, what was I gonna say? Yes, I was gonna talk about how we should do this. The usual, right, we'll have like each person about 20 minutes. But I'm usually very bad at like interrupting people with regards to the time limit. So what we can do, right, is when there's about 5 minutes left, I will play the duck quacking sound. How's that?
Play it.
Play it? I can't play it now
Oh,
though. We
not
have
while
to.
it-
Yeah, we have to be.
I think is it the soundboard?
Oh yes, you're right. The soundboard is there.
It's just there. Ah.
Oh wait, which one is better? I guess we can do the quacking. Yeah. So I'll just keep track of the time. Devious, is he joining us? His status is green though, so he should be online. So, wait, did I ping in? Let me check. Did I ping? I ping in every time, right? Yeah, 20 minutes. Okay, maybe we'll start first. Han, would you like to go first, or do you want to wait a little?
Yeah, sure. I will start first.
Ah, awesome.
Yay.
So just give me a moment, yeah? Let me just set up everything.
So I just
Sorry, say again?
do I just share my screen?
Ah, that's right.
Okay. Entire screen. Yeah.
Hey, Devious is here.
Oh, Devious is here? Yo, Devious. We have with us today Han. Right, Han.
Hello, Devious.
Yeah, Han is another super young developer. Just
Drinking
graduated.
some tea.
Sorry?
I'm drinking coffee now.
What?
Coffee. I'm drinking coffee.
Ah, right. Yes, and I'm drinking tea. I need my caffeine fix. Devious making tea. Ah, I see.
Oh, so I just start now, right? Is it?
Yeah, oh yeah, just one moment. Let me just brief Devious on the thing. Devious, so same thing as usual, right? We would be doing 20 minutes, and if there's like 5 minutes left, we will play the soundboard. Okay. Yeah, please go ahead. I will watch your stream.
Alrighty.
Right, thank you.
So I already share my screen and it's live. So you guys can see the screen, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So now I just go to the Google slide and present. Alright. Okay. So for this presentation is regarding like the projects for my probation. So the title of the project is GraphQL for the data lakehouse.
Okay.
Right. So the next slide will be what we'll be covering in 20 minutes. So the first 2 points is about just giving you guys the context lah, and then the third and onward, we'll be talking about the technicals.
Mm.
Okay, so let's go next slide. Okay, so the problem statement is CK is a consultant who needs a GraphQL API that can perform CRUD on delta tables because the current operational GraphQL API was made with Node.js, which at the moment do not support working with the delta lake. And the second point will be it needs a GraphQL API that functions similarly to the current operational GraphQL API, the Node.js one, because to reduce the efforts and time it takes to integrate with other existing operational systems. Yeah, that's the context.
Sorry, what's
Alright.
what's actually a GraphQL?
Okay.
Here, it's a lot of things here I never heard of.
So GraphQL is like a protocol lah. It's like a like I think back 5 years or 10 years ago, the most popular way to like transmit messages over networking is like JSON, right? I think.
Okay, sending JSON
so-
strings. Right.
Yeah, JSON strings. So maybe like the front end is in using JavaScript and then send the JSON to the back end. So the format was JSON. So now like the newest standard there's like GraphQL and then also TRPC and the others lah.
Oh.
So why was like GraphQL needed? Because JSON there's like no schema.
Okay.
So GraphQL just applies the schema to that JSON lah. Because JSON there's no structure, it can be anything. And then later I will show a project on it lah. I'll talk about it.
That's cool.
Okay, so that's the context lah. Okay, so what's the value proposition? So there's 3 points. So the first one is like a native support for Apache Spark with Scala. And the second point is easier integration with the Delta Lake frameworks and services. The third point will be the programming languages used will be Scala and Java. So these two languages are like strongly typed compiled languages. So there will be less human programming errors compared to a language like JavaScript. So
What exactly is a delta lake?
So Delta Lake is currently the. So can I Google search and like exit the slide in Google search?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so Delta Lake. It's on. I wish there's some way to show the history. Is there a way? Yeah. Delta Lake history. Is it this? Oh no, this thing. Oh no. Yeah, this perfect. This one.
Okay.
So do I just click in?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, this is usually when people like pitch what is the Delta Lake, they usually use this image. It's like all of them using this image. Yeah.
Oh my.
So okay, I think originally there was the databases lah. So what does database mean? So you use SQL to like insert, delete, and those are like structured data. So back then, right, there was usually only you interacting with the database only. But then so that was like, I think 1990s. So in the 2010s, right, like data is becoming more abundant, and so because of those there's more and more data, right? New fields start how to say there is like new jobs because of data. Like there will be data science and then some machine learning.
Right.
Right. So this will be like in the 2010. So one problem with this kind of like architecture, yeah, correct, yeah. This kind of architecture is that every role, so there's a BI, there's a report, data science, machine learning. Each of those roles, right, they are using their own tools, so it's very hard to communicate with each other lah. Because the BI person is using like maybe what's the Microsoft Power BI? Yeah. So he's using Microsoft Power BI. Maybe the reports person using Excel. The data science person is using Jupyter Notebook. And the machine learning person is like Python all the way. Yeah. So that was 2010. Right now, in I think just 3 years ago, this is the new architecture lah, the Delta Lake. So instead of everybody using their own tools, we'll just use one platform, and it'll be more easier.
Right.
That's the idea lah.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Cool.
So, that answers your question.
Yeah. John.
I
Right?
think so. Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Gives us some background knowledge, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay,
That's
so
cool.
go back to the slide. Okay, so that is what is the Delta Lake. Oh, and then Apache Spark is the data processing engine lah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go back to the slide. Okay, so now finally let's go to the project. Okay, so this is the so this project is to integrate Scala to Java GraphQL, because Java cannot import Scala, but Scala can import Java. So the project is like, I think around 20,000 lines of code already. So I decided to just modularize the big project into like several different projects to make it testing easier. So this project will be dependent on like these 3 other projects. So let me go to the next slide. So when I was talking about modularizing the project into different pieces, this is what I'm referring to. So like in the lead folder, there is the model application jar, model parser jar, and the SQL parser jar. Right. Yeah, so that was like what I was referring to. Okay, so what's the next? Yeah, and this is the highlight. So this is GraphQL. So here inside this GraphQL query, there is like a JSON. And the left is the JSON query, and the right is the results. Yeah.
Right.
So okay, so let me just go to the live demo lah. Okay. So refresh. Okay, so let's just query. So okay, so a bit of explanation. So do you guys know SQL?
Yes.
Yeah, so SQL, there's like select asterisk from table where the condition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like the JSON version of that SQL, right?
Oh, right. Yes.
So this is basically like the select star table where the name equals to this person. Yeah. So let's send it, and this is the result.
Right.
Yeah. This is the dummy data. So let's say I want to query the other people in the DB that is not Jonathan. So what I'll do is like, bring NE, is it? Here you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, what's NE abbreviation for?
Not equal.
Not equal. Oh, right. Right. I should have known. Ah, right. That's good.
Let's all go back to assembly.
Yeah. So yeah, that is the project lah. That was the project.
That's cool, man.
And so let's go to the next slide. Okay. Yeah, so that demo was this screenshot.
Is that what people are using now? Instead of like SQL, is that like a new fancy
Uh,
thing now?
the right now the reason like why I did this like a bit convoluted way is like JSON to SQL is because mainly because of there is like other existing system that is dependent on that JSON, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that was mainly because of it lah. Mainly because of the other system.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. So the next project will be called Sequelize Parser. So the implementation of the API will be based on this, and it will be validated against this other project. So currently the project transforms the JSON to SQL, which I just showed you guys just now. And yeah, so let's open that project up. Sequelize Parser, right? Okay. So let's go to the testing. Where was it? Is it this one? No, not this one. Is it this one? Yeah, if I think it's this one. So let me just run it. So this is like the test suite lah. Okay. So just now what I showed you on the was basically I'm using this API lor. I use the API that I made lor. So this is the JSON, and this is the output that I need to send to the DB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically, the find all here is basically the API. So this and the output is this one. So this is like the first example. This is the simple one. The more complex one is like something like, where is it? If I can find it. I think example 10 is good there. Yeah, so this is like one of the complicated example lor. So if I run it. Yeah, so from this JSON become this SQL statement lor.
Right.
So let's say over here is all, right? So if I change it to like n, A and B, the test case will fail lah because I changed the wait.
Yeah, that's not what we expected.
Oh no! Oh okay. Okay. Sorry. I found it. I found I erased the S here.
I was gonna say Murphy's Law, but I guess it's fixed.
Yeah. Okay. So because I changed the JSON here, the test case failed. So it was originally all, and then now it became n. No? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is like one of the complicated example. Yeah. So this is the one of the module that I'm importing into this project, which is here, Sequelize Parser. So I'm using that API to do the JSON stuff. Okay. So that is the model parser project. And yeah, these two screenshots is basically like the demo just now. Okay, so the model parser is okay. This project is in charge of deserializing the JSON format from the file or SQL to model representation. Okay, so let's go to that project. Model parser. Where is it? Yeah. I'll just go to the test case lah. So something like this lah. So if I run it, oh no.
What
I'm
happened?
scared lah. Yeah, the data. I mean, it's all mock data lah. It's all fake data, but maybe I should not show it.
Okay.
Scrub it, Jay, scrub this video
It's
stream.
like that only. Yeah.
Sensitive. Alright.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether in the production it will be like this lah. I don't think so lah. I think it will change lah.
Okay.
Because it definitely changed. You know why? Because this is the reason why I write model v3, because there's like 2 previous versions of the model. So it's like there will definitely be like 4, 5, something like that lah, I think. Yeah. So this project is basically like where's the sequel? Yeah. So basically this is the JSON data and also the DB lah and the database. I like deserialize the data from JSON and the DB into this model v3 thing. This data.
Right.
And then for the where's the data? And this project is using that model parser to do the GraphQL stuff. Yeah. Then there's probably last one. Model application will just be is basically just the app to do the GraphQL stuff. Yeah, so everything you see here is because of the model application. Model application. Okay, so over here. Yeah, right now I'm still developing it. So So yeah, it's a Spring Boot app. So it's a Spring Boot app. It's like kind of popular for Java lah, this web framework. And yeah, that's about it.
Oh, that's cool. So you're doing this presentation for your company in a week's time, right?
Yeah. I think 7 will be how long more? 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, like is that like some kind of a company sharing session? That's pretty cool to have like that kind of culture.
Company sharing session. Yeah, I guess so.
Right. That's cool. Are you getting like are they like evaluating you on that presentation, or is it just like a informal presentation?
It's not no, it's not informal because my boss asked me to do the slide. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so there's they are evaluating whatever you're going to present, basically.
Yeah.
I
I think usually this is how it works, right? I think other companies also do this.
Oh, I don't have like a lot of corporate experience.
But you do great. Your students' presentations, yeah.
Yeah. For design stuff, yes. Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for sharing, man. I wish I can say more, but I don't have a web background. John, you have a web background. You have anything to add?
No. I haven't really dealt with like data warehouses, data lake house, lake, whatever you call it.
Data lake.
Yeah, data lake. No, I haven't really dealt with that. I've been meaning to experiment with GraphQL, but just never got around to it.
Oh.
Yeah. Like from my understanding, it seems like GraphQL is like a way of letting the front end specify the query that the front end wants to run on the back end. For example, like in very traditional ways of web development, it's like the backend will specify the SQL queries to run, and then the front end gets no say, right? The front end
Okay.
basically just says, okay, these are parameters I give you, and then the backend just runs the queries. Like they have a predefined query to run, like your where clauses and all that are already kind of predefined.
And you just specify the arguments, that's it.
Yeah, and then the contents that to return, the columns to return, are kind of already predefined by the backend, right? But sometimes you don't need all that data, or sometimes you need a bit more, and the front end needs a way to tell the backend, I only need your ID and your name columns, for instance, but the backend might return a million columns or something,
Right.
Or more data than
So
than
GraphQL gives you more flexibility.
Yeah.
Right.
But in the end, you still need to translate that GraphQL into the SQL, which is what Hansel Hayes
did, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Did I understand that correctly? Basically, you need to translate that GraphQL statement into SQL.
Yeah.
In order for it to work. Like GraphQL by itself is just a way of specifying what queries you want to run, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he said yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, man. Thanks for sharing with us. We appreciate it. You managed to finish the presentation in just under 20 minutes. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Wow.
Fantastic.
I didn't hear the quack.
Oh yeah, I was debating internally whether I should press it, but since it's your first presentation, I don't want to stress you. So yeah. So yeah, shall we move on to John? Yeah, for John, right, I will just quack non-stop, right?
No, you don't have to, because there won't be. It won't take too long.
It won't take too long.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
John, it sounds like there's typhoon where you are.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Is it a fan or what?
Oh
Actually, it's a
wait,
typhoon.
actually it might be Han.
Oh, it's me. Typhoon. I'll just mute.
Hang on.
Okay, my apologies. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, John?
Hello.
Oh, okay. So everything's fine, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
John, you have 5 minutes left.
Oh, yeah, well, I'll only take 3.
No.
What to recap, what we're doing is I'm trying to turn this game right here into a multiplayer game, right? A network multiplayer game. What we want to do, what I want to do, what I'm trying to explore is rollback networking, right?
Okay.
So which is quite commonly used in network multiplayer for fighting games.
Yeah.
In recent years, like everyone's been clamoring for rollback networking.
It's so popular that if you don't have it, the online community will bash it, right? Will bash the game.
Yeah. Terrible.
Crazy.
But anyway, it was popularized by, what was it? Guilty Gear, was it?
I think before Guilty Gear, I mean the rollback networking was already popular before the Guilty Gear. I think maybe I could be wrong, right? But I think Mortal Kombat did it before Guilty Gear. Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, they had, sorry. They had an entire presentation on it, right? I think you might have seen it before.
Yeah. But I was thinking it might have been back networking. I think it might have been a mod for
Oh yes, one of those one of those platforms where people play Street Fighter 3 on, right? Yeah. What's it called?
I'm not sure. Hang on, roll back. This doesn't really tell me the history of this thing. Blah 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 blah. No, it was what? Was it Skullgirls?
Skullgirls did it, yes.
Yeah.
But are they the
I
first?
I thought it was like either Skullgirls or Guilty Gear or something that did it first.
I don't think it's Unigear because like I only hear about it like after I've already heard about GGPO.
Yeah. No, I think it might have been Skullgirls or something, and then someone made a mod for Guilty Gear to add it in.
Oh,
And that's why it's called GGPO. It's Guilty Gear or something like that.
really? Is that
I
it?
think so.
Oh
I
my
think that's how it
god! Are
works.
you saying that the GG in GGPO means is Guilty Gear?
Yeah, what? Okay, never mind.
No,
Okay,
rubbish.
No, I am speaking out of. I have no idea.
No, okay, I don't know. Right.
Oh no, this guy says, this history says, Tony Cannon was completely dissatisfied with 2006 Xbox 360 re-release of Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, and so worked on GGPO, released it, demonstrated Capcom. GGPO client supported many games from Capcom and SNK.
It's crazy. So it all came from one person, huh?
Yeah, including Metal Slug X.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Games using it include Skullgirls and Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, we do see it used a lot in Street Fighter 3, but they were playing on this like online platform, I think.
Okay. What? Fightcade? Red GGPO?
Fightcade, yes, Fightcade.
Fightcade. Okay.
Yeah. Not sure about the legality of Fightcade though.
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
Hmm.
But yeah, lots and lots of fighting games, although Metal Slug 3 uses GGPO.
Interesting. I have Metal Slug 3, we should play it.
Yeah, good see.
Good sees, yes.
Okay, so anyway, back to the topic.
Eh, sorry,
So,
yes.
yeah, we were implementing. Well, I was doing. Well, we had something. We saw something last week, right, where I could kind of step backwards
Yeah.
in time, right? But not everything was working fine. And so I fixed it, and now nothing is working fine anymore. So
So wait, say again. You fix it and nothing is working.
yeah,
Fine.
nothing is working fine anymore.
So you didn't fix it, yeah, you broke it.
No, I made some fixes.
Right.
Yeah, but there are some weird.
Yeah, like I don't understand what just happened, right? Like you took
Yeah.
damage, but then the bullet is like not coming out from you. Like
No, it's that's because of the bullet collision check. It checked the bullet's previous position and the bullet's current position.
the bullet is moving that fast then.
No, and so like it was previously intersecting the character, and then it was not. But the problem is, the bullet was coming from that character. So in stepping backwards, it kind of thought that the bullet hit the character, but when in actual fact, the bullet came from that character. If that makes sense.
Right. So that what does it mean for you then when you code it? Like you have to take into consideration who is firing it?
No, I don't think so. I think what it just means is that I messed up.
Right.
Hear an echo.
Sorry?
Hear an echo.
An echo.
Echo. No, I think it's coming from me and Chinny. Like when I speak too loud, Chinny's side.
Start echoing.
Oh, we all like right by each other?
No. It's just I think Chinny's mic is too close to.
Oh damn.
Chinny's fault.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dang you, Chinny.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll speak softer.
Oh, I can mute myself.
No, it's fine. No, so I can as you can see, I can rewind and I can move the bullet forward. So yay, I fixed something.
Jeez.
Yeah, totally awesome. The only thing now is that the inputs are all broken now.
Inputs are broken now.
Yeah, so the frames are advancing, but nothing is happening. So.
Okay. So you fixed the bullet but broke the input.
Yeah.
Right.
So next week, for reals, we will have actual rollback. For reals, this time, for reals.
That doesn't mean anything anymore.
What do you mean? It doesn't mean anything. Hey,
Cool, man.
hey,
Cool,
hey,
yeah.
hey. You see the bullet going backwards in
Yeah,
time.
at least the bullets are working now. That's cool.
Okay, it's not moving backwards anymore.
Oh, you broke it.
Well, I broke everything. Okay, yeah, awesome. Next week, for real, this time nothing will be broken. Nothing, absolutely nothing will be broken.
Okay.
Check this out, check this out, check this out, check this out. Oh my goodness, check this out. What? Okay,
Yo, whoa, yo, the bullet just
whoa.
came from the half of the screen. What just happened?
Yeah, I'm
That was the other
rewinding
guy
time.
shooting. He's rewinding
no.
time.
No, he's
Yeah.
gone. Your player is gone.
Nah, that's just an ability. It's the invisible ability, so the other player can't see what you're doing.
Oh,
Power
wow.
Feature.
Yeah, feature.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
next
John's
week.
surprising us with this.
Yeah, wow.
Next week, for real. Things
Alright.
will be working next week.
Right.
For real, this time. Okay, over and out.
Fantastic. Thank you, John. Thank you. Oh, that's like, you did it under 10 minutes.
Speed run any percent.
Speed run. You didn't give me the chance to. Okay, sorry. I guess it's my turn. Hang on, eh? Let's go. I don't have actually I don't have a lot I can show. Damn it. Just a moment. Let me start the stopwatch. So there's not a lot I can show. So I'll just verbally say it. So first thing I did was I released version 1.10.2 or rather 0.1 of Sawblades onto TestFlight and Google Play Services beta. So now it's undergoing a test right now. And hopefully I'll be able to release it next week, right, before the end of the month. So that's one thing done. Another thing I have experienced during the week was this little tool called Git Filter Repo. So I'm using Bitbucket right as the host for my repository, and they have a size limit for each repository. So the size limit, they have a hard cap, right? The hard limit is 4 gigs, and if you exceed 2 gigs of if you exceed the 2 gig size limit, they will send you a warning and say, hey, if you reach 4 gigs, you will no longer be able to push anything to the repository. So I have I have exceeded the hard limit once with Serious Scramblers way back. Alright, and so this time around I didn't want to risk exceeding the size limit, so I decided to clean up my repository. Right, I wanted to
Wait.
Sorry, yes.
Is this for a single project or for all projects?
Just for a single project.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Scared me there for a second.
Just
I
for
had
a
no
single.
idea there was a limit. Yeah, I know there was. I tried one time to upload a project that was too big, and it gave me the same problem. I was like, oh, I didn't know there was a limit.
There's a limit. Yeah, because I guess it costs them money, right, to host all the stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, like way back, I wasn't like fully aware of the the limitations, right? I checked in, or rather I committed all of the promotional artwork from my artist Victoria, right? Because she was doing the promotional art, and I checked everything in. As I was thinking, hey, why not just keep everything in the repo, right? And then that ballooned my the size, right, to 10 gigs, and then I'm no longer able to push anything. And I didn't, at that time, right, I didn't bother to figure out how to undo my push. So I just created a new repository for Serious Scramblers. Yeah, but this time around I wanted to do it properly. So this is for Sawblades, right? So I look into how to properly remove some binary files from the entire history, right? I look through all my commits, right, and remove the binary files that I've committed. So I was committing each version of the Android bundle, right? So basically all of the games that I've exported, right? I actually kept a copy of it, which is very unnecessary, come to think of it. Yeah. But at that time, right, I was looking at it and it was it was like 30 30 megabytes. So I was like, okay, yeah, maybe it's not that much, right? But I have been updating like at least once every month, right? And that adds up. So so then I look into how to do it, right? And there's this tool called Git filter repo that apparently allows you to fairly easily remove a particular directory from your entire history, and so that's what I did, and that's great, right? So I did it, and I did a push. I forced it, and that is supposed to reduce the the size to 1 gig, right? Because at that point in time I was at 2+ gigs. It's supposed to reduce to 1 gig, but when I pushed the changes, right, it ballooned to 3 gigs. So I didn't know what was happening, right? I remember, John, I asked you, right? And you said to run a Git garbage collection, right? Git GC. But the Git GC I can run would only be for locally, right? For my local repo. So I don't have a way to run it on the remote, right? In Bitbucket itself. So turns out that I actually have to submit a ticket to Bitbucket, and 2 days later they saw my ticket and they run GC on it, and it's now finally at 1 gig. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. I didn't know I have to do it also. I didn't know I have to submit a ticket for something like that. Yeah. So, I learned something new. Right. Okay. So that's one thing done, right? Another thing I've been working on was I've talked about serial scramblers. The need to update serial scramblers, and for the past 2 days that's what I've been working on. So nothing interesting. In case you have not seen serial scramblers, this is what it is. Okay, this is serial scramblers. Right, this is how the title screen looks like. I can't believe that I used to be okay with this title screen. Yeah, but
yeah, I know that feeling.
yeah.
Standards got there.
Yeah.
It looks like trash.
Yeah, but this is the game, right? So it's a game about it's a platformer, but it's a platformer without jumping. It's not particularly a unique concept, but at that point I don't see a lot of such games. So I thought like it would be cool to make one. In fact, this game was based on a game that I played on Nokia, which is called Rapid Roll, where you play as a ball, right, and you can only roll downwards. So this is what the game is. This is like the initial level, so it's very easy. There are spikes around. Oh no, I might have screwed myself over. Okay, there we go. So that's the game, and this game was originally released in 2018, so you can imagine that a lot of the libraries, as well as the game maker's own API itself, right, has been outdated, like severely outdated. So for the past 2 days, I have been reworking the in-app purchase, reworking the ads, right, the code needs changing, reworking the achievements, reworking the high score. So I think for most part I'm done with it. Just before this dev chat, I tried making an iOS build, and it didn't work. Alright, it was complaining about being unable to compile C++ syntax in Xcode. And so I didn't know why, because I was able to do it for Sawblades, right? Sawblades had no problem compiling. So then I search online, right, and someone says that they had this problem, and it turns out that it was with one of the extension they used. So I look it up, and it turns out that I have this extension called iOS Force Touch, right, and one of the file extension, right, was .m, which was like basically an Objective-C file, right? But I need it to be an Objective-C++ file or something. Yeah, so it's supposed to be .mm. So I haven't yet to test it, right? But I think the first thing I should do, right, is change it to .mm. But it may not be that simple, right? So I'm going to change it to .mm later, and then I'm going to make a build and see if there's any other errors. Yeah, but for now that's where I'm at. And I think that's it. That's under 10 minutes. Yo! Yeah.
Ooh.
So going forward, I will be finishing making a build on both making a build of Serial Scramblers on both iOS and Android, and hopefully I can do a quick test next week as well. And if I'm lucky, I'll be able to push both the new update for Saw Blades as well as the update for Serial Scramblers. Yeah, I think for now that will be my focus. Okay, I'm done. That's under 10 minutes. Thank you.
Alright, what's my time limit?
Well, let's see. Well, everyone has 20, but since both John and I did it under 10, right? You have like, I think more than
2
half an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have about 30 minutes basically.
Alright, I'll try and make this quick. Or quickish.
Oh,
Make sure the sound levels are right.
yeah. Oh yeah, I need to stop streaming. There we go.
I'll turn this music down. Okay, I am ready.
Yeah,
Stream. Gotta start the game.
let's go.
All right,
I don't see the game.
anything.
I don't see the game.
Yeah, I haven't started it yet.
Oh,
Wait, how do I? Oh, it's the wrong thing. I gotta click this one. What is it? This one. There we go. Okay, new game.
Okay.
wait, new game? Oh,
Wait,
okay. Oh, okay.
Wait, sorry, yeah, the new game. I should say.
Oh.
Right, so the new game. Basically, what you do, it's heavily inspired by Pikmin, and so you have these little dudes that you can send out. They're like the Pikmin. You're gonna have a limited number. You don't have infinite. Right now, you do though, because you're testing. And like in Pikmin, you can call them back. It does it one at a time. I gotta fix that to make it. Well, anyways, code stuff. So what you do is gonna take longer than it's gonna. Everything is. I made it quicker for showcasing whatever. Well, basically, you start off with like 3 or 4. I haven't really picked a number for balance reasons, but anyways, yeah. So you start off and you send them out. When you send them out, they have these like little numbers out and it tells you how many are there. You can also rotate the camera.
Very juicy.
Yeah. And as you clear more of them, you open up more space. And this is mostly what I have right now. So I guess it's not gonna take that long at all.
No, but I'm curious about the gameplay loop. Like, how would you expand this?
Okay, yeah. So, like in Pikmin, you have to collect things and whatnot. But in this one, it's the combination of Pikmin and Kingdom New Lands. So basically, what you're going to be able to do is I have a structure that I can make. Okay, so as you expand, you'll unveil more things, and you can do things with those things. Right now, what you do, again, this would take like a little longer, but whenever you destroy one of these, you get a resource, and they bring the resource to you. Or I might do it like Pikmin, where they take it to like a specific spot, but I might make it come to you specifically.
Right.
Then I'm gonna put like a little reactor on you, so it takes time for it to like what's that word I'm looking for? When you have ore and you turn it into not ore, refine. Yeah, you refine the minerals that they bring you. And then you use that to pay for stuff. So, and you'll be able to upgrade to refine faster or refine 2 at a time or something like that, Because you'll probably have different minerals. I haven't fully decided on how I'm going to do it all, but yeah, that's how the minerals thing, and that's how you get like your money to pay for things.
Right.
When you have things that you can pay for, you can make structures, and with those structures, you can do like buy upgrades or buy make little new things, because they can die with not like in Pikmin. And over time, it's going to be a starting base as well, and that's where all the enemies are going to start congregating and coming towards. And you got to create structures like a tower defense game. You have to tower defense stuff. But it's not going to be heavy reliant on the towers. Instead, you're going to have all your little dudes that you can send out to attack, like in Pikmin. But there's gonna be like special ones that like you send one out and he like digs into the ground and becomes a little turret. So he's just stationary, but he can shoot and stuff. There's gonna be like structures that you can make. You can just send as many as you want there. But like I'll probably put like a limit like 5 or something, and then depending on how many are there, they can attack or whatever. Stuff like that. Let's see. Oh yeah, just to show so you press what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna press tab, and it brings up a little thing right here. And there's no scroll. The scroll doesn't work, but you would be able to use a scroll wheel, and there'd be like a thing over here on the left or the right that like shows or something, and it shows like what the next things you're picking, whatever. But anyways, yeah. So you like go ahead.
You have a hexagonal grid system, right? Snapping to a grid. Oh, nice.
Yeah. You can see it like under him mostly. I could probably expand it or make it brighter or whatever, but for now I really like how it is.
Yeah, subtlety is nice.
Yeah, the real stuff.
Yeah, I noticed the floor and everything has this grainy look to it, which is kind of nice. Are you putting a noise texture over it?
No, it was an accident. I I was trying to erase the edges of the sides of it to make it look more grainy. Like I was trying to make it look more grainy, but I ended up forgetting that I had a color selected, and I ended up putting the whole grain on the floor.
Oh.
And I was like, wow, that looks really nice, and I just ended up just using it everywhere. It's not like a random noise thing. It's just the same sprite over and over again.
Oh.
I used some of my old methods, so it's like it only draws each one once, basically. I could probably make it better, but right now it's actually doing pretty well with what's the word? Optimization? Yeah.
Right.
So
the FPS is still smooth.
Yeah, FPS is really good right now. Despite all this, because this is drawing. So each of these is 38 tall. Each of the mushrooms, and it's doing a dry vent for a good chunk of them. No, that's right. So I have 38 different what are they called? Surfaces. And each surface
38 different surfaces.
Yes, 38 different surfaces. And each surface is 1,000 by 1,000. And it refreshes the surface. It redraws the entire surface once I pass like a certain point. Or if certain things happen. So
but there's no property.
Yeah. For a while it was like jumping around like crazy, and then I did some optimization, and it ended up helping a lot. Nice. I was surprised because I was thinking like 38 fucking surfaces.
Yeah,
that's a lot. But no, it works.
A lot of overdrawing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because like if you look at the floor, you can see like circles. Each one of those circles is like a separate object, and they're just overdrawing each other, and that's how you get like the full floor. But in the way they like overlap, it kind of works naturally too. So that's pretty nice to where like it just looks like it's part of the world. Like you won't notice unless you notice it, but I mean eventually you'll probably notice it. But it still looks nice because each circle is where one of the mushrooms is. Because it's just like how they draw themselves. So every time one of them gets destroyed, it redraws the entire surface of the floor anyways, not all the other things. But if you look at the so if you see when a mushroom spawns, you see it like grow up. See how it like extends? So I don't add those to the surfaces, like the 38 surfaces, until they're done drawing. Until then, they're drawing like themselves. So if I had like 20 drones going at the mushrooms, that's 20 different mushrooms. If 20 mushrooms spawn, that's 20 different mushrooms that I'm actually drawing instead of that are not part of the 38 surfaces. Yeah, which again doesn't, because the vast majority of them are drawn with the surfaces. That it doesn't really make a big. You're also never really gonna like suddenly reveal 20 mushrooms. And even then, it only draws them when they're a certain distance. Like if they're off screen, they won't draw them.
Right.
But it also like calculate like the growing and all that. So if you happen to like walk towards one, it'll show that it's growing it when you see it. But if you like go off screen, it'll stop drawing it. So it doesn't impact the performance. Then I also added some extra little flavor. So when you look at it, it has a little number.
Yeah.
And you add more. Whenever they hit it, it like stretches it and hits it in the direction that opposite to them. So if you see where they are on the shroom, they'll hit it in the opposite direction. So he's right there and he'll hit it like over there. That took a while to figure out how to actually work with the whole surface thing.
Is your just out of curiosity, is your environment procedurally generated at the moment?
No, it is not. Not at the moment. I've been thinking about how I might do that, but I might not do that for a while.
So wait, so your intention is to eventually proc gen it instead of handcrafting it?
Maybe I might do the Spelunky route where it's like what do we call it?
Like
set
steps,
pieces,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And here's an example of like, so like there's certain areas that have this. This one isn't, but you see what the reveals that. But if you look at this one, you're like, oh, okay. It reveals this entire area. Whoa.
Yo! how does it know to open up that much?
So how I told the logic, I had to mess with it so much. There's a different way I could have done it, but it took a little more extra. Honestly, it was just extra work that I didn't want to do, but I might end up having to do. So basically, what it is see this circle-looking spot right here.
Mm-hmm.
This circle spot, when the mushroom dies, it spawns one of these circles, and when the circle spawns, it checks to see what it impacts or what it collides with. Because these all exist right here. These already exist. These aren't spawned by the mushrooms. But this one doesn't exist until the mushroom dies. So it spawns the area, and then it checks the collisions, and it goes, okay, is this area that already exists? Because these are all circles that I've placed out right here.
Yeah.
It goes, okay, is the area that I just impacted right here, the other circle, is it active or revealed? And if it's not revealed, then it reveals it. And then whenever one's being revealed, so if you see, as you notice, whenever I destroy one, when I spawn one, it does a white spot. Whenever, I think midway between the white spot, that's why you saw it like expand slowly instead of like all at once.
Yeah.
Whenever it's glowing, I put like a 20 step counter on it, and at I believe step 10, it does another check to see what it collides with, and it goes again and it goes, okay, so are there any more little circles that are active or aren't active? Then it activates those, and it just goes down the cycle. So first it reveals these two right here, and then these two reveal like these four right here,
Right.
and these four reveal these five, and it just keeps going.
So
until,
it just keeps propagating outwards then.
yeah, basically.
It's very nice.
Let's see. Yeah. So part of the problem with making it a proc gen though is just the placement of things, but I'm starting to work around like a way to make it more. What's the word? I guess you call it functionable, functionable, algorithmic able. I don't know how to pronounce it. But make it workable. Because right now, all these mushrooms and all these rocks right here.
Yeah.
Which I gotta add more details to them to make them look better. But yeah, placeholder. So basically.
Oh right.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I do feel like if you want to make your map procedurally generated, you almost certainly have to look into a noise function, right? Like Berlin noise.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Are you
I've
familiar?
never messed with that.
Are you familiar with Berlin noise?
I have never messed with the noise stuff before.
Right. But it's what Minecraft used to generate their world. So I think you might want to look into that as well. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I'll probably look into that. Although, I have a method. I want it to be like slices of areas.
Oh right,
Split up.
slices. Right.
Yeah. But they all need to connect as well, so that's like a whole thing.
It's quite challenging, right?
Yeah, that would be a bit of a hassle. And also, like, I have to make sure the distance. So whenever I reveal these circles right here, for a while I had to keep messing with the placements. But whenever these were revealed, whenever they spawned, they kept revealing this whole area. But I wanted a specific bridge or something to actually spawn it. And what I might actually do is I just spawn a bigger circle. That way it makes this area wider, but it also makes the distance that it needs to be wider, which would probably be a much better fix. That way you have more room that connects them instead of, because right now it's just this little bitty hallway that connects them, and it's kind of annoying because it doesn't give you a lot of room. But I don't know, it might work in favor of the gameplay, or maybe not. No, because it'll make a bottleneck for enemies, which would be good for the player, but it takes away some of the challenge.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might make it a bigger area, so they have to protect the bigger area.
Put more bottlenecks.
What?
What's up?
Put more bottlenecks.
Put more borders?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Yeah.
Oh. Alright, so you have to protect more areas, is it?
Yeah, and well, there's 3 areas that I have planned for this main area, and there's gonna be your main base here that they attack.
Right.
Yeah. Alright, oh yeah, so structures. So basically how structures are gonna work. Come here. Basically how structures work is you press tab and it opens up this. You'll be able to scroll to go through. Use a scroll wheel to go between them, or press like a number or whatever. Same way with whenever you have just this out. I still have to do what Pikmin does, and they show you which one you're gonna send out. Like a little hover thing, whatever, and it shows you how many you have. It's like a good quality of life thing that they have. Oh, excuse me. But anyways, you use a scroll to go between your different little. They're called acorns because they look like little acorns. Like an acronym, like ACORN. I don't know what it means, but it's there.
Autonomous. No idea.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. I haven't thought about it too much, but yeah, I couldn't quickly think of one, so whatever. I'll come up with one eventually. Or I'll just make that the joke, like, because I'm bringing back the. You remember the navigator, right? From the Among Us.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring him back for this one.
Fantastic.
And I'll probably make it a joke, like because you've never seen these things before, because they're not robots that you make. They're like little creatures. They're combinations of like mechanical nature, and you'll be able to grow like Pikmin, but Pikmin are mechanical, but you'll be able to like grow them and make little farms, and that's how you get more of them. And basically, the navigator's gonna be like, these things are pretty cool. He's gonna explain them like, oh, these are like some kind of mechanical animal. Sounds like a band, mechanical animal. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna call him an acorn, and then I guess your character will probably talk to, and he'll be like, what does acorn stand for? And the navigator will be like, autonomous, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Autonomously coordinated. No, it's not important. That's what the navigator is gonna say, and he's like, just acorn's just a good name. Just go with it. I like doing my jokes with the navigator. He's a good comic relief character. All right, yeah. So now I actually gonna place a damn structure. So to place a structure, you just press tab. It opens this thing. It doesn't do it right now, but if you right click, it'll also close it instead of just pressing tab for like some quality of life stuff. So you place it down, and I don't know if I'm gonna have that beginning little ring, but the ring's important. It's a you remember in the Lost on Jupiter game, which was the Among Us game. It wasn't, but it looked like an Among Us character. Everyone,
I remember.
When I say the Among Us game, people know what I'm talking about. So shoot. Oh yeah. So like in the Among Us game, remember how it had the 3D printer thing? That's what this is. Except it's like 3D-ified, I guess. So whenever you have a thing out, this little ring right here is going to be the 3D printer. So in order to start it, you have to send out a dude, and he starts like, starting it up. And the more you send, the faster it goes. It's not going to be that fast in the actual game, but
you even pitch it up. That's nice. Yeah,
it was a nice little addition that at first it was just a random noise, but then I was like, the pitching up every time is really like good. Yeah.
So what's this structure do?
I haven't really decided. It's one of two things. It's either a connection for connecting structures, like it's gonna be an area, and that's the place you can. It's gonna be a pylon basically, like in StarCraft.
Ah,
Or that's the only area you can build your structures. Or it's gonna be a power connector thing. Well, I guess that's still a pylon. A radar. That was the other thing. Or a radar. So it'll give you like a
oh yes.
general area, yeah, so you can see where they're coming from. Because and past like the mushrooms. So let's say you built one here, and then if it was a radar, you'd be able to see past this area even though you don't have it like revealed. Because it's like I said earlier, it's gonna take a little longer to remove one of these. It's gonna take like 20 hits, I think I stuck with. Might be less than that, but yeah. So it'll be a while before you actually take one of these things down. And there'll be like little nodes that you can actually collect that'll be quicker, so you can get the more resources faster. But you gotta spend like pick where you put your acorns. It's probably a saying I can use somewhere that exists. Anyways, so you either want to expand or you want to collect resources, whatever, and there you have to also use them to build your structures. So you got to choose wisely how you're going to use them and whatnot. And the time management, it's a resource management. So the acorns are a resource in a sense because they're your builders basically, and your fighters. So like in Kingdom New Lands, all your vagrants, they can either be workers, fighters, or have other jobs, but if they take that job, then they can't really like do anything else. I mean, in this one though, you'll be able to like switch them around, like there's not a builder specific one. There's gonna be ones with bonuses in certain fields, like attacking ones, and because these can still attack, but they're not as strong, and they're melee. You have to get up close. But there's gonna be a little turret one that I was talking about, where you just send him out and he digs into the ground right there, and he just shoots whatever comes by. And then there's going to be other ones that are going to be like resistant to certain elements. So that'll have some pigment influence as well. Mostly just fire and electricity. And they'll like electrify anything they touch, or they'll burn whatever they touch. Or they can like harvest things in fire or do things if something's on fire or if something's electrified. Like in Pikmin, they have these walls that you have to send your Pikmin out to attack. And you gotta let them take down that wall.
Yes.
And walls have like special effects on them, like fire or electricity. And you have to send out the right ones to go destroy it. Else, any other one would probably like get destroyed or become hurt. Let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it right now.
That's cool. So hang on, I just want to press this. There we go. So what's next then? What's next?
I gotta expand the structures, give them more of a purpose. I need to actually want to work on the acorn that turns into a little turret, so I can get that started. Because that's gonna be one of the fun things that people are gonna like when they see like me actually sending one out and then digging into the ground and being like a pew pew. It'd have a little gun on it and everything, and be like.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then they're also gonna take up a space, so like those you can't just put anywhere. You have to like when you put one there, it'll be specifically there, and then it'll dig in there, so it takes up a space, so you can't build a structure there, and you won't be able to place them down where there's a structure. The turret ones, anyways. There's gonna be like other things and whatnot, but let's see. I want to work on a turret, and then I want to work on actually sending an enemy, figuring out the pathing, because I'm gonna make it very simple pathing, basically for the enemies, anyways. So right now, these do have pathing.
Yeah.
So they won't go through rocks, but they won't like go around the rock. I still don't know if I want them to have that kind of.
Do they have that in Pikmin? No, right?
Yeah, they go around walls. Like they won't go. So for example, so they won't come to me because there's a wall in the way. But if I go out more, they'll see me and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, Master's here, whatever." And then that's how that works. But in Pikmin, they actually go around the wall and they go directly to you. But different from Pikmin. So in Pikmin, you have a controller and there's only a certain distance you can go. but in this one you can go like really far. You can send them really far, and you can call them from really far away. There is a tool in the new one that you just place down and it calls any like idle ones to your spot or to that spot specifically. But that's a specific tool, and this, then you can only use that now and again, and it's not something you want to use too often. I mean, you want to use it as often as possible to call your idle Pikmin, but this game is not going to be a one-for-one kind of copy thing. It's going to be trying to do my own thing with it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So,
when do you foresee a first playable?
I mean, it's playable right now.
I mean, like with an actual goal that you can work towards.
I don't know. I'm just gonna let it go. Just keep going. Just see. When I get there, I get there. When I don't, if I don't, I don't. But I'm really liking it's turning out. I might actually stick to this one for a while.
Yeah. This looks great. Don't just stick to it for a while, man. Finish it.
Yeah.
Finish the dang game, Devious.
No. See, like that, how it this one revealed this one, a whole area right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I put a specific mushroom in between here, so it acts as a bridge. That way, this one doesn't reveal this one, and I want that specific mushroom to reveal all this.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Sorry, can I interrupt for a bit? I thought I can hold it, but I can't hold it anymore. I need to use the loop. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much done. That's pretty much it.
Alright, so just excuse me for a moment.
What other towers are you gonna introduce?
So right now, the planned towers is there's the main area that they're all gonna attack to the core. That's where you go to like do upgrades and stuff. So you walk up to it, you interact with it with F, because Q and E turns the camera. I gotta add a function to where you use the middle mouse button press to turn the camera. It's a little, I kind of like that a little better, the idea of it anyways. I don't know how well it's gonna work out, but I'll see. Other tower. So you have the core, you have the nursery, which is gonna be, or the garden. I haven't really picked the name yet. That's where you make more of them or whatever. There's gonna be a limit to how many you can have out at a time. So like, and to get more of those, you have to like upgrade it or whatever. And you have to build the structure to actually, increase the how many you can have. Gonna have a simple turret tower, which doesn't use the acorns. It's just gonna shoot, but it's not gonna be like, I don't know how, I might not even do that, to be honest. I might just have a specific tower to where they can all just go in and like use it as a shoot. Because if you ever play Kingdom Newlands, you send them to the walls, and as you collect more of them on the walls, you can deal more damage over time.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
So
that
you
was,
missed it, Chinny.
Sorry?
You missed it.
What did I
Man.
miss? Oh, the building of all the towers, right?
Too much? No, that's something else.
Too much.
Yeah, too much.
The entire game.
Yeah. There was a lot more that I showed them, and they should have been in Chinny.
Oh no! Well, in response to you saying that you took inspiration from Pikmin, right? Carol said, I too like picking men.
Picking men, yeah.
Yeah, Pikmin. There we go. Let's see. Royku just wants to emphasize the importance of playtesting, which I'm sure you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that's...
I would like to emphasize the importance of finishing your game.
That's crazy talk.
But it's also kind of...
Coming from you, John?
Coming from John, yeah. So, Han, do you have anything you want to share?
No.
Okay. Well, oh no, we are building more. Shall we do a recap then?
Yeah, we can recap.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Han, right? Han, do you want to to recap?
So the recap for this dev chat was my presentation.
Yes. Well, you know, just
And-
roughly like how will you be making any more changes or like are you ready for the thing? Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one. Okay, so you know how just now you say like what's the EQ, what's the NE?
What's the any?
The NE and the EQ
Oh
when you
yeah,
ask what
that's
the
right, that's right.
operators were.
Yeah, not equals, right? Yeah.
So like EQ stands for equals, NE stands for not equals. So I plan to like make it more how to say, like from EQ I have another form that is EQUAL.
Ah, right.
Yeah, like so the EQ is like the syntactic sugar, and then the full form is like the verbose. Like you get one.
Right. So that at least people will know what it is, right? That's cool, man. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so the short form and there's a full form.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Fantastic. Oh, is that your recap?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for sharing. John.
Yeah, I showed a broken rollback system, and next week it will not be broken.
What do you mean you show? I mean, oh, right. Yes. Yeah, that's true.
Well,
That's
I could
kind of
check
what
back in
you.
time.
You know, your recap is the same for like the past 3 weeks. You show a
It's
broken
not
rollback
true.
system, and then you say you're gonna fix it next week.
It is last week it was kind of working, and then this week it was not
That was
working,
not
and so yeah, progress.
Fantastic. Okay, that's my turn, right? So for me, it will be I'll be focusing on getting publishing 1.10.1 and as well as making sure that the update to Serious Scramblers works. If I have the time, I might want to add one more character. You know, because it's like the first update in 3 years, right? So might as well add something more to it. That's all I have to say.
Ooh,
Yeah, Devious.
I will work
Finish your game.
on-
Right.
Well, obviously. It goes without saying. I'm gonna work on my game. What did I say before? Oh yeah, work on the new unit, the turret unit, the turret acorn, the turret acorn, I don't know, whatever. And then actually sending out enemies to the main core base thing and testing how that looks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
I think it looks really legit. I would love if you're able to finish this one. I think this one looks good.
Yeah, I think it's even better than the last one. It's
it,
good news.
yeah, it looks great. It's like, you know, it looks like a legitimate strategy game. So yeah, I'll love to play it when it's done.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, well, I guess that's it then. Han, if you ever have more to share, right? Just drop us a message. If you want to make games, right, we would be super interested to see it as well. Yeah. So just
Nice. Thank you.
yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for joining us. We'll be doing this again on Sunday, same time, GMT plus 8. I'll see y'all, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good one. everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, that was fun. Just a moment, just a moment. That was fun. What happened to my music? There we go. Is there anyone we can raid? I wonder. Let me check. Okay. Trogasm. Oh, is that a game jam? Hang on. Carol mentioned a game jam. On oh, right. There's quite a few of them. Hang on. Is there anyone we can pay a visit to? Look at that. Green Comfy Tea. Brecky's Game Jam final day. Right. The official Brecky's Game Jam? Wow. I was under the impression they are not active anymore. What is this? Green Comfy Tea. What are they working on? Studied IT and CG in uni. CG as in computer graphics? It's the reason why you don't do jams, you couldn't work on your current games. Yeah, that's the same. That's same for me as well. I no longer do game jams. Oh, this is Lua, look at that. Skills.lua. What are they doing though? Are they writing a game? Is that the game? Oh. Who else can we visit? Well, I guess that's Practical NPC, so there's always Practical NPC there. You know what? Let's just pay a visit to Practical NPC. So I'm not sure if you have seen Practical's NPC's game. It's a precision platformer, right? Looks in the same vein as Celeste NPC. There we go.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, right. Because they're invisible.
The themes may throw you off your current stuff, but if some game jam has a theme that fits your big project system, you can build just a modular mechanic. Right. That works too. Okay, anyways. Thanks again for hanging around, everyone. Thanks, Royku. Appreciate you hanging around. Thanks. Thanks, Carol.
Alright, I'll see you.
Yeah, thanks, Devious. I see you again next week. Alright. I'ma run the outro and then we'll pay a visit to Practical NPC. Hey, thanks Han. Thanks for joining us again today. We appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, time to run the outro.